All right,
And we're
two,
live.
and we are back. But are we in the Facebook group? Let's make sure. What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the Referral Partner Acquisition Show. My name is Will. If you're new, please drop a like down below. If you're not new, drop a like down below. We're happy that you're here. Panos and I are going to talk about marketing systems today. A lot of people lack marketing systems. A lot of loan officers don't know if their marketing system is running properly. We're going to cover that all today. But first, let's make sure that our broadcast is going live in the group.
Is it?
Just a moment. It is. Let me just make sure everyone gets invited.
I think everyone is tagged.
Cool, guys. All right. Well, we're happy that you're here, and we're excited that it's Friday. I cannot wait to do this live with you. Let's see. I just want to get all my tabs in the right place, and we'll be good to go. Again, if you're new here, let us know in the comments below. If you're not new, thanks for joining us again. My name is Will. I'm here with my co-host Panos. We work at WA Marketing Solutions. I'm the founder and CEO, and we help lenders get more referral partners faster. A lot of lenders, they tell their team to pick up the phone, get out there, and shake hands, kiss babies, etc. While that works statistically, it's a lot of work, and most people can't handle it, and they drop out, and they miss out on lots of wins, such as well, I'm not even going to go through that. Everyone has their own different wins, but today we're going to be talking about marketing systems. So what can you do there's three elements: on the front end, on the back end, and in the middle. So just like in football, there's offense, defense, and special teams. Offense, defense, goalie in soccer. There's three elements, or you can use coaching. Like coaching, they're on the sidelines. They're the middle portion. So you have the front end, which is business coming in. That can be inbound marketing. That can be outbound marketing. That can be referrals. That can be anything. That's
Consumer direct.
is coming in. Yeah. So like the top end of the funnel, you could think of it. But we call it the front end. And the back end, once everyone's in on the back end, what do you do to take everyone who's not qualified yet? To nurture everyone who you've closed. And everyone in between, follow up, nurture, education. How can you educate people either to strengthen a relationship, to get them to work with you later down the road, whatever it may be. So that's the back end. And you have the middle, making sure you're doing it correctly. Are you executing on your appointments? Are you offering the right amount of value to the right amount of people? Do you review your calls with a coach or with a mentor? This is all the middle stuff. So you have the front end, you have the back end, and you have everything in the middle. Because if your back end sucks, if your front end sucks, then your back end is not going to have a lot to work with. The back end is the easier thing to maintain once you have it up and running. It's harder to build. And most people they have there are holes everywhere. So we're going to go through elements on the front end, the back end, the middle. And it's like a checklist, guys. If you think something's missing, then don't check it. If we talk about something and you have it, check. You don't need to worry about it. Or maybe you can do it better, depending on how maybe probably can do it better if you're listening to one of our strategies. So thanks for being here. Let me just organize a few tabs. In the meantime, Panos, I need you to take it away from here. Talk about the front end. What does that mean? I know we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, man. Well, it's exactly what you said, right? It's inbound and outbound traffic. It's what you do to get people in the door, whether it's referral partners, whether it's prospects.
Mm-hmm.
What mediums are you using? What channels are you using? How are you using them? Now, obviously, everyone in this group knows that we focus primarily on LinkedIn. So one main channel for us is our LinkedIn profiles. Now, for someone else, it could be the Facebook, their Instagram, all their social media, right? That's a way for someone to acquire either referral partners or consumers directly from those platforms. So what you do with those platforms, that would be considered front end. right? There we
Yeah.
go.
Your social media presence, whether it's on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Google or Twitter, Threads, anything, your business pages, your website, anything. Like, guys, like a social media account is just an ad. You don't pay for it to run. That's what it is. So anything that fits under that category. Now I have this document up in front of me. Panos, can you see it? Okay. Can you guys can't see it? Please drop in the comments below so we know. You guys see it?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
No, I don't believe you. You can't see it. It's way too small.
No, I can see it.
Or maybe you can with your giant monitor. All right. So on the front end, guys, a lot of this can be replaced. So let me just go through it. Alpha is referring to networking strategy. So we run a tool called Alpha Prospector that networks for you, long story short. So you need to have some sort of networking strategy. So it can be automated, it can be manual, but it's a way to get in front of people. So get in front of people, starting conversations, getting them attracted to you on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. I said it already. And your LinkedIn profile, which I mentioned earlier, that is the ad. It's an ad yet you do not pay for. It is an ad that you again, can't stress enough. You don't pay for it. You can edit it. It's universal. You can just take the link and send it anywhere. Your profile is an ad. So guys, treat your Facebook page, your LinkedIn pages like ads. It blows my mind when I come across even someone who's I would say an authoritative figure in the mortgage industry. When I come across their LinkedIn profile, it makes me sad because this, let's call them a millionaire, could be a billionaire because they're not utilizing a giant market, which is your LinkedIn audience and that ad. So, like I saw someone with no profile picture. It sounds basic and silly, but I guess it is. You gotta do it. So again, we love LinkedIn. So having something else on the front end, another tool you need to have is a Sales Navigator, so that you can target much better. You guys didn't know this. On Sales Navigator, you can target based off of how long you've been working at a company, how much experience do you have,
Company size.
Your company size. You can't do this with free zip codes, counties, etc. It's a tool. It's like a hammer. You can hit yourself in the foot, or you can actually build a following with it. So as long as you're using it properly, it's a tool. So these three things is mandatory for a strong front end if you want to grow your referral network and get more real estate agents, divorce attorneys, financial advisors in your circle, because they're connections with you. And then once you have them in there, I mean, posting is, we're not going to talk about posting today, but that's a great way to just get in front of thousands of people all at the same time. Anything I missed, Panos, before I just keep going on to the next?
Yeah, and you should do that in every platform. Like the first thing that anyone does as soon as they meet you is pretty much they Google your name. And even if you don't use social media, you want your links to pop up, on Google, in a Google search. So you want your Facebook profile, you want your Instagram profile, you want your LinkedIn profile, Twitter, Threads, whatever you have. Even if you don't use them, make sure you optimize them. Even if you don't post, which you should post, but let's say even if you don't post, you should at least optimize your profile picture, your logo, your company, make sure everything is updated, make sure your phone numbers are correct, because like you said, that's the first thing that someone who doesn't know you sees. So,
well, funny to bring up the phone number. Your phone number should be associated with your CRM so that everything goes there, so that all notifications go to you, so that nothing can get missed. And if you get lost in your CRM, then that's a personal problem. You got to fix that. Everything should go there. So that's why nothing gets missed. Everyone gets notified in your team. That's probably something that should be here. That's not. So clear communication path. Exactly. So on the front end, guys, you need to have a strategy, and then where you're going to utilize that strategy. Let's say it's LinkedIn, and let's say you're targeting realtors. You need to figure out, what are you going to say to them? What's an irresistible offer? Just saying, hey, I want to chat's not going to work. Just saying, hey, I close in 30 days is not going to work. What is your unique value proposition? That is the difference between a good outreach campaign and a poor outreach campaign. Is the offer that's being expressed to hundreds of people on a monthly basis, hundreds. And it all has come down to your refined value prop. So what is it that you could tell a realtor about, and there's no way in hell they're going to say, I'm not interested. What is that? That is the message that you need to express. And then let's say that nothing is 100%. Guys, let's side note, nothing's 100%. All these results and these wins come with hard work and time and patience and trust in the processes. So a little side note there. And what I'm trying to get to is the next point, which is objection strategy. Why do we even need that? Because nothing's 100%. You're going to get some people who are going to say, I'm not interested. So how do you get 20% of 100 of not interested people to be interested once again? How do you do that? You have to have an objection strategy. So figure out all the things that someone may say. I'm not interested because of X, Y, and Z. Make a document. Have objections. So what are you going to say to those objections? Try them. If they don't work, trash them. If they do work, what do they work at? What percentage? This is a lot of work, guys.
Yep.
But this is why we've already done it for you. We know it's going to work. We know it's not. So if you want to skip all that and you're tired of getting free stuff because you listen to it again and again and again, it's not getting results because you need actionable things going on, just book an appointment with us. We're happy to help you. Okay? We want you to thrive, not just survive. So we appreciate you being here today. And sorry, what was that?
That was nice. We want you to thrive, not survive. I love that.
I mean, I understand. Like we get a few people viewing this every week, and we know that's not a crap ton. But if we can create an impact, one person a week, I'm happy. It's nice sleeping every night knowing that we're already creating a positive impact in the world. But
yes, sir.
If you guys want to streamline the process and this isn't working, guys, come on. Just like one deal is what it takes. One deal is what it takes. That's it. So you got to have the front end. So on the front end, you need to have some sort of things coming to you, referrals coming to you, messages coming to you, phone calls coming to you, text, things coming to you using your Instagram, using your LinkedIn, using this, that, and grabbing things from the sky. So once you have that all set up, the front end, that means you have appointments booked every week. You know how to handle objections. You're getting people in the door interested in working with you. If you have that, then you have checked the front end off. You're done. That means you shouldn't go out there and find how to get leads. That means you shouldn't go out there and buy Zillow leads. What you should be doing is working on your back end. Because if your front end is doing great, but you're not getting double business from clients, you're not getting referrals from clients, you may be losing a decent amount of people that come in through the door. You may get people through the door, but maybe they get stuck. So like your back end is where you need to increase. Some people they don't need more leads, they don't need more opportunities. What they need is to work better the things they already have. It's going to cost less, and it's going to cost less time. So that leads us to the back end. So on the back end, I'm just going to cover the middle end. On the back end, you have pipeline system, notification system, calendar booking system, follow-up system, pre-appointment, and nurture post-appointment. So let me actually I'll just show you guys what I mean by pipeline system. And you guys all know what a pipeline is, but.
And can I say something, man, while before you explain that?
I would love that instead of awkward silence. Please do that.
I think that follow up and the nurture part of everything is the single most important thing.
Oh, you don't need to think it. It's a fact. It's not your opinion.
It's the most important thing in your business.
Ads don't generate business. Ads generate opportunities. Outreach on LinkedIn doesn't generate business. It generates opportunities. What generates business is what happens on the back end. So sorry.
Exactly. No, it's the fact that, most people think, and I was one of them, years ago, that, I can follow up manually with, I'll remember to call them. I'll remember to send them that email, or I'll remember to stay in touch, and you may be able to do that with one or two people. But in all reality is that if you don't have a strong system in the back end to take care of that for you, you're gonna lose tons of business that you didn't even know was there in the first place.
Yeah, I mean that's why you see people like kind of like sitting on their asses and still making money is because they're just making it from the back end. Their back end system is doing it for them.
Exactly.
I found it. Give me a moment to share it. No, not that. No, I don't want to upload a file.
Come on.
Come on, you gotta keep talking while I look for the thing. It's
You said you found it.
oh,
And
I lied.
I stopped right there just so you can like
I lied. You know, sometimes people lie. You know, we know that. You know, we get on phone calls. People need to talk to their wives to make business decisions when they don't.
the most
Lie.
important thing is though while you look for that document is whether you have money to invest in yourself or not, you should have your follow-up down. Even if you don't have systems, that would be a big mistake, make sure you have and you create your own evergreen material. Those emails, those 10, 20, 30 emails that
Can
you
you see
can
my
always
screen now?
use. Yeah, I can see your screen. I can see I can see the CRM right now. Well, a picture of the CRM.
This is a screenshot of an old account. Um, this is what your CRM. This is what your pipeline. Excuse me, not CRM. Your pipeline can be a piece of paper. Your pipeline can be a piece of paper. It can be, that it can be pipeline level 1 or pipeline level a million, like this. But a pipeline is a pipeline. So it should be labeled like this: new. So you have a new lead, and this should be all of realtors, guys. You should have a pipeline of buyers, borrowers, but you should also have a pipeline of potential prospective referral partners, hundreds of them. This is a relationship business. Business is built off of meeting people and growing your inner circle, and then that inner circle goes to your branch. Your team all goes together, and you guys all put that into one place, and you guys all thrive together. And it's all fun. That's what it is, guys. And so having a few agents on your list of 25 agents that you talk to, don't do that. This is what you got to do. New from LinkedIn or from Facebook or from wherever. You can actually write that right here. So this snapshot is showing 15 new realtors that want to speak with a loan officer. 16 were waiting for them to say yes to a chat. 11 are not interested. 6 wanted to chat, and 2 had booked a meeting, and 8 of them had the first meeting finished, completed. That's what that is. So 2 were booked, 8 were complete at the time of this snapshot. If you don't have I'm not showing you guys this to say, ooh, do you want this? What I'm saying is, do you have a pipeline, whether it's on a piece of paper or it's in a CRM or it's on your Excel sheet, that is like this? And you can put nitrogen towards the end. I don't care what you do. But do you have this for your real estate agent partners? You have some sort of system that's bringing 15 people per week, per day, per month, depending on what you're doing. You have 15 people coming new into a pipeline, not buyers, 15 people who may have 15 buyers each, because this is a one-to-many approach, guys. Do you have this? And then as they come in, are they just in your phone book? Are they actually in a pipeline where each stage is connected to a drip campaign or is connected to an educational email that goes out, whatever it may be? Panos, do you have this?
I do have this, and I can't go
And
back.
tell us about it. How has it helped your business?
Well, the thing is, it's what I said before. You find out that you have business in there that you didn't even know in the first place that was there. Okay? Because in the surface level, someone may say, oh, I don't need to be that organized. I have my 5 agents on my phone, that send me one referral. But with having a system like that, you can scale to hundreds and hundreds of people in the pipeline, whether those are agents, lawyers, CPAs, divorce attorneys, financial planners, whatever you want it, and still be able to keep up with them. And you don't have to run around and think what your next step will be. Everything is there. The process is there. For me, I'm so into it. I've been doing this for now, 3 years, I think. So at this point, I couldn't do without it, right? I don't know how someone can do without it.
You believe that some loan officers are still calling agents to meet them?
So I don't know. Like I cannot believe that in 2023 people are cold calling. Like, okay, I know that it has worked for a few people out there. That perhaps they're very talented on the phone, but I find it very annoying.
Walking from New York to LA is doable.
Yeah, it's
it's doable. Like we could say that for anything, but it's not going to get you anywhere.
The reality is you can't spend your energy calling and getting rejection on the phone, hitting the voicemail. We live in 2023. There is plenty of automation out there. You can automate your outreach, and then you can just sit back and wait for them to reply to you. So in that pipeline, in the picture that you saw before, that was the pipeline of agents that have already replied to your outreach.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah.
So these are not cold agents that you've never spoken to them before. You've interacted with them on LinkedIn, and now they're in your system, and you will keep on nurturing them. And you never know when something will come out of it. Like with certain agents, you may be able to partner up super fast. You may be able to find common ground, within the first 2-3 phone calls.
And we want that for everybody. We want everyone to make money the first day they sign up with us. But the reality is sometimes it happens, and sometimes the agent is slow, or the buyer is slow, or the buyer's wife's cousin's uncle is slow. And like that, none of us have any power of that. So as long as you're in front of your individuals and you stay in front of them, they're going to eventually send you. Like, I mean, this happened to you like 100 times in the last couple of years.
The point is you think you can do it on your own. You think like, oh, it's fine, I can do it. You cannot. Like, it's simple as that.
You can, but you won't make more than a couple thousand a month.
Yeah, and you will go crazy.
You won't put a deal a month or two.
Yeah. If you want to scale, you need to have your outreach down, your follow-up down. Yeah. Like you said, your front end, middle end, back end. You need to have that down.
We're running a little short on time. So yeah, guys, you need to have, if you want to scale, you need to have a front end system that brings in opportunities like the ones we have for our clients, and a back end system. So that means having a pipeline system, a notification system so that you get notified, they get notified, the lead, the referral partner, the buyer, everyone gets notified. You need to have a system that does that. A calendar booking system so that everyone gets, everyone's on time. You need to have 0 calendar malfunctions and no-shows. 0. I don't tolerate that. If, yes, technology can malfunction, that I can tolerate. But people missing appointments because, I didn't see the notification, or it didn't go out, or you didn't send notifications. You need to have a system that does this. Get that, because if you minimize the no-shows, you'll minimize the follow-ups needed, which saves you money and time. Because follow-ups cost money or time. Money is time. So you get my point. And then follow-up system, pre-appointment, and nurture post-appointment. A lot of lenders miss this. A lot of people book appointments, they don't happen, and then they get forgotten. You need to have a system where it's pre-appointment. If it doesn't happen, you still follow up by literally clicking a button or call.
Not only that, it's not just some appointments.
Really quick, but we really don't have time. We only have 4 minutes left. But say what you want to say. We haven't even got to the middle section yet.
My point is, a lot of times you talk to an agent and you have an appointment, and then nothing happens afterwards. Nothing. You just had one appointment. So you just wasted 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you have them in the system, there is always continuation. That's the point. And the point is for you to always move the relationship forward. And a system and a back end helps you with that. Take it over.
If you're a client of ours and you still have even one person in stage 5 that's been there for a week, please push them over, call them, have that second appointment. You cannot just let them sit there. What?
No, I was like, push them over.
Oh, I thought you were like Muza. I was like, what are you doing? Okay. Back end. That's it, guys. So you need to have a front end system that brings in the opportunities, and then back end system that doesn't lose anything. It's like recycling. Like everything here is going to get what's the word? Everything here is going to get closed. Everything that comes in, as long as your back end system is as good as ours, everything's going to get closed, whether it's today, tomorrow, in a week, in a month, in a year, on your granddaughter's birthday, and 50 years from now. I'm serious. As long as you have this, you can sleep every night knowing I will make some money and it's going to come from here, and it's going to be more than I want, and that's cool, and I can continue with my day. And ooh, I want to get a new car now. Like, these things happen. I've seen them happen. That happened a week ago. Not for me, for a client. So the back end system. Let's get to the middle part, because the middle part's important too. If you don't have the middle part, it's like a football team without coaching. It's like any team without coaching, without making sure that everything's running properly. So refine your value offer. Make sure that your offer is irresistible, and you need to run this by your mentor, your coach, or your marketing team. Don't use your opinion. Worst case scenario, do a survey. Ask 100 realtors what they would never say no to when it comes to a loan officer. Obviously, get realistic answers. Because you just thinking that it's going to work is not going to work. Because sometimes I am so full of myself that I blind myself from the reality. And Panos helps me with that. So coaching, accountability kind of dips into what I said. Social media posting, I mentioned that earlier. Once you have people coming in the door, I mean, your door is social media. So if you're not posting often, then people who are in the door are not going to see anything, especially if they don't make it to the back end. To the appointment, excuse me. And then appointment reviews. So get a mentor or a coach to listen in on your calls. Record the calls if your CRM can do that, ours can, and then bring it back to your coach and run it through them with them. Guys, if you don't have a front end, you don't have a back end and a middle section, the coaching section, making sure that your front end and back end are working properly, then you don't have a scalable business yet. If you want a scalable business, then you can schedule a call with us. You can DM me or Panos privately and say, hey, I'm interested in seeing how we can work together. Send us a message. We're happy to help you out. Again, like I said earlier, Panos, we don't want you just to survive. We want you to thrive. We're here for you. We love you. And we appreciate you being here today. So does anyone have
No
any?
need to reinvent the wheel, people.
Does anybody have any? Yeah, you guys don't have to reinvent the wheel. Any questions? This is the Q&A section. If we go a minute without any questions, we're just going to, we just lost a viewer, so it looks like we're not going to have any questions today. But that viewer stuck around to the end, and we appreciate him. We love him. Hopefully watches in the replay. How do I stop sharing my screen? Boom, I'm done. All right. Guys, we thank you for being here. We'll see you next Friday at noon Eastern. See you guys next Friday. Have a great weekend. Peace.